Hi, today I'll be showing you how to make a Gumpaste flower brooch. I mixed blue Gumpaste and rose Gumpaste and then blended both of them, not fully, but just enough to create a marble look when I roll it out. I rolled this out and then, as you can see, it has created a variation in the colours. Using a plastic shot cup, I cut out a circle, and with a petal cutter I cut out around 12 petals. I made a few extra just in case. Once cut, I then transferred them over to parchment paper and carefully with royal icing stuck the petals onto the circle shape. Then, using royal icing as a glue, I stuck on silver ball and created a circular shape. Then with royal icing, I piped around the rim of each petal to create some detail. I piped some dots on the edges of the petals, and I did this around the whole brooch. And then I actually piped some more detail with some teardrop shapes on the insides of the petals. I added another row of circular silver balls, and I did about 3 rows of these just to build up the center and to give it sort of that brooch look. I continued to add a few more of those silver balls on the edges of the petals. The final touch was to add a silver ball in the center. And then I used royal icing and created more teardrop shapes to cover the base, and I did this around each of the petals that were already attached. After letting it dry for a few hours, I then went over some of the details of teardrop shapes with edible gold paint. I then mixed white Gumpaste, rolled it out, and using a small lily cutter, which is kind of a heart shape, I cut out around 6 petals. And then on a soft foam piece and a ball tool, I rounded the edges. And just to give it a sort of a slightly frilled edge, I used the ball tool on the centre as well, just to give some shape to the petal. Then in a plastic little bowl, I put the petal in, and this will be allowed to dry to hold its shape. I allowed the petals to dry overnight so that they were completely set. Once dry, you can see that it has a really nice curved shape to it. I used edible paint and created some veining details. I did the same veining detail on all the petals, and then I rolled out some Gumpaste and cut the same size circle again as the brooch. Now, using royal icing, I placed about 5 petals onto the circle, and I did it near the edge and just adjusting as I went along to make sure the placement looked right. and so that they would just overall fit. I just put the brooch inside to see how it looked, and it looks great. So then I transferred it over to parchment paper and added more royal icing over the surface and over the top, and then firmly placed the brooch on top, again adjusting the petals and just how they should look. Whilst allowing it to dry on the parchment paper, I added edible gold paint to the edges of the petals just to add a little bit more detail, and then I allowed this to dry overnight. Now it's ready to use. I peeled away the parchment and I placed it on the surface of my cake. And there you are. This is just one of the techniques I've used to make a flower brooch. It's a different approach, it's simpler, and I really hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks so much.